Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. And as some of y'all may already know, if you're keeping up with the videos, I am pregnant. But let's get into these symptoms day by day because my symptoms started pretty early at 5-DPO. So I'm excited to share this with y'all. So like I said, my symptoms started pretty early at 5-DPO. But one of my favorite videos to watch during this time were these type of videos. It's like you want to know if what you're feeling is normal. You want to know if anyone else has experienced it around the same time you're experiencing it, especially if it's your first pregnancy. Now, this is not my first pregnancy, but when I was pregnant with my daughter, I didn't find out until like my period was like I think more than a week late. So it's not like I can say, oh, you know what, I did start feeling sick at around 5-DPO. I wouldn't even have known what a 5-DPO was back then. Days past ovulation, for anybody that still doesn't know, because I watch these videos and I still see people in the comments like, what is DPO? Days past ovulation. I have my notes, y'all. Listen, I made sure to get everything down for y'all so I could do this video, and everything is pre-filmed. So as of right now, I am 4 weeks and 4 days, so pretty early. With my daughter, I can say that my pregnancy was so smooth, y'all. I had a little nausea here and there, but didn't throw up, didn't have any food aversions. Fingers crossed the same will be for this baby as well. I'm gonna stop chatting and get into it. So on November 14th, which was 5-DPO for me, I noticed my lower back was aching, so it was not pain. I started to question, like, do I have a UTI? I didn't think you could start feeling stuff this early. So I thought, maybe I have a UTI, maybe I need to get checked out, because on 5-DPO, like I said, I had lower backache, and then I started peeing frequently. And if you know, those are also symptoms of UTI. Well, I'm pretty sure UTI is back pain and not ache. And that's what had me like, you know what, girl? You might be pregnant. Don't diagnose yourself with something you don't have. And then on November 15th, that was 6-DPO for me, I started getting real hungry. I completely forgot to mention, this is the day that I had 2 sandwiches. Something that I didn't realize until later on. On a regular, I don't like the sandwich meat that comes in the containers. I'll let y'all see what I'm talking about. I don't like that. I was making my daughter a sandwich and I'm like, that smells good, which it never smells good to me. And I was like, I want a sandwich. And not only did I make myself 1, but I made myself 2. Then I did start feeling nauseous. And I'm pretty sure it was coming along with the hunger. I did have that symptom when I was pregnant with my daughter, but like I said, I was so far along. And I did have a first vivid dream that night, but I can't remember it. I wrote it down here that I couldn't remember it, but I know I had a vivid dream. I think I kind of waited too long to start notating this day. Frequent urination was still happening. But yeah, and I did want to point out about the dream thing. I knew something was off because one thing about me, I do not dream. I could probably count on one hand the amount of times I dream in a year. So I knew something was up and the dreams were feeling really real. It wasn't scary or anything, but just feeling really real. So November 16th, which was 7-DPO for me, I got my first negative test. But let me tell y'all what caused me to go test, and I was so positive that I was going to get a positive test early. What caused me to want to take a test when I woke up 7-DPO, I had a dream. Next dream, mind you, I don't dream, y'all. I had a dream that I was just hugging, kissing, and loving up on a baby. And it was, in the dream, I felt as if it was my baby. There wasn't much context of the dream because I woke up soon after, but I just knew in the dream that this was my baby, and it was not my daughter, Alani. My daughter is 5. It was not her. I woke up soon after and I was like, oh, I gotta take a test. And I also know the sex of the baby in the dream, but I'm gonna not say for obvious reasons, just in case I dreamt up the sex of my baby, just in case I know. When I find out the gender of this baby, I will circle back and let y'all know if it matches up with the gender that was in the dream. So I instantly woke up and was like, oh, I gotta take a test. This might mean I'm pregnant. And was negative. Well, I guess I was. It was too early though, but it was negative. So I was so discouraged, so discouraged. But later on that day, because I took that test like, I don't know, 5 o'clock in the morning. Later on that day, I still had lower back ache. Once again, not pain, but ache. It was just aching me all back here. Lower back ache. And then I had a nervous stomach for majority of that day. And it could have really been my anxiety, thinking about things, but I had like butterflies, a nervous stomach all day, on and off. So those were the symptoms that I had down for 7-DPO. And then moving on to November 17th, which was 8-DPO, I was like, let me test again because maybe it was just too early. I had to dream about the baby. I gotta be, right? No, it was negative. Yeah. Woke up early, it was negative. I have a specific time here. I woke up at 3 a.m. to pee, which is something that I don't do. The only time I've ever woken up in the middle of the night to pee besides when I was pregnant with my daughter, was when I had a UTI, which is when I kept seeing a negative test, I started to convince myself, okay, maybe I have a UTI. But like, if you've ever had a UTI before, you know, when you pee, you constantly have to pee, but it feels like nothing is coming out and it kind of hurts. I was peeing full on. Like, that's why I kept going back and forth to myself, like, girl, no, it's not a UTI. And this was the start. I don't even think I notated it here because I didn't realize. I thought I just had to pee. This is the start of my insomnia. To this day, y'all. Right now, I'm filming this video at 5 o'clock in the morning, by the way, because I cannot sleep. I've been, like, I get tired early, like around 7 p.m. And I have to push myself to stay up a little later because my daughter don't go to bed till like 8:30. So I get tired really early. Then I'm up at like 2, 3 o'clock in the morning and I can't go back to sleep. And sometimes I'll force myself to go back to sleep, but I wake right back up in another 2 hours. I've just been up chilling. And you would think because I'm up chilling, I'm tired during the day, but I'm not tired during the day. I'm just getting tired really early in the afternoon. So I've noticed that I have some insomnia now, you know, but I don't think I realized it here yet when I was note taking. So yeah, I woke up at 3 a.m., took a test, it was negative. And then I had a dream that night as well. So I guess technically the night was 7 DPO, but this is 8 DPO that I'm notating that I had a dream that night. And it was so weird. It very, very vivid. In the dream, I was in some house. Don't know this house. I do not remember the faces. I don't know if this is anybody I know. But in the dream, I just knew I was pregnant. Like, I just had a gut feeling. So I went to go take a test to be sure. But when I went up, the tests were in the bathroom upstairs. Once again, a house that I've never been in, but I knew where to go for the test. The tests were in the bathroom upstairs. But when I went to go to the bathroom upstairs, it was crowded. Somebody was in the shower and somebody was using the toilet in the bathroom at the same time. So when I walked in and I seen everybody was using the bathroom, I was like, oh, I'll go use another bathroom. It's okay. And whoever was on the toilet, they were like, no, I'm done. If you have to use the bathroom, you could come in and use the toilet. But I kept saying, no, I'm okay, because I didn't want nobody watching me take a pregnancy test. Like, remember, somebody was in the shower. I left the bathroom and was on my way to another bathroom in the house, and somebody stopped me. Somebody stopped me, I don't remember who it was, like I said, to talk about what we were doing for the day. And in my head, I'm like, can you speed this up? I want to take a test. Like, she's just talking my ear off. And I woke up before I could go and take the test. And like I told y'all, when I actually woke up, real life, to take the test, it was negative. I thought that was another sign to go take a test. But then after a while, me overthinking, like maybe that was a sign to just hold off a little bit. Because things kept stopping me in the dream from taking the test. Let's see, then my sore boobs started, but that's normal for me. I always have sore boobs before my period comes. Didn't think anything of that, but I still wanted to jot it down. Oh, and I think I took a nap this day. So I have a note here. I don't even remember this. I took a nap this day. And I have a note here that says I had another dream. So in the dream, I was closing my back door, but it wouldn't close. Yes, I do remember this dream. Okay, I was trying to close my back door, but it would not close. I'm like, what is going on? The door to my backyard. And then after struggling to get it closed, it finally closed. But guess who popped up? A random man that I've never met. So it scared the crap out of me. It didn't make any sense because I didn't see this man before the door closed. But when it closed, automatically he popped up. Random man, never met him before. Baby, in the dream, all I could think to do was, because I didn't have any weapons by me. Like, I don't take weapons to go close my back door. I just thought to just choke him. And then I jumped out my sleep. So, yeah. The last symptom that I had for 8 DPO is I started feeling like I was getting a cold symptoms. So, slight headache, sneezing, runny nose. And honestly, I thought I was just getting a cold because my daughter had a cold for about a week now. But then I started to think to myself, like, I didn't get the cold any time before now. Why now? So, and now I can confirm that it's definitely a pregnancy symptom because I'm still sneezing and stuff. Moving on to 9 DPO, which was November 18th. I'm almost done, y'all. I had a slight headache in the morning. And then this is when I started getting bloated. And this is when I started cramping. So I started getting discouraged. Thought my period was coming. 10 DPO, which was November 19th. Cramping continued, but this was very mild cramp. It wasn't anything to be worried about. 11 DPO, which was November 20th, was when I got my positive test. At this point, your girl was just testing every day. I had got the easy at home strip pregnancy test because I was tired of continuously spending the money on the first response. Like, it says up to 6 days sooner, but I was just too early. So I kept getting those negatives beforehand. So at this point, I was using the strip test. And like I said, 11 DPO. Using a strip test, I got my first positive. but it didn't really look like, I was so confused on if it was a positive or not. I'm gonna insert the picture. It was so faint, but I thought I was going crazy, so I sent it to my fiance in a picture because he works overnight. Sent it to him, and he was like, I don't see anything. Like, babe, I don't see anything. And I'm just like, no, like, what do you mean you don't see anything? I wasn't gonna let that stop me. If I thought I saw a line, I wasn't letting up. So I literally got on my phone and Instacarted first response. And so it came by like, I don't know, 9 a.m. because this was early as well. I had woke up early this morning as well, that insomnia. And once it finally came, I went ahead and took it, and it was a positive. I'll insert that first positive as well there, or technically second positive. But I was like, I knew I wasn't crazy. I knew I seen a line, and baby, I was so excited. And then I was nauseous all day. Well, not all day, but on and off that day I was nauseous. And then 6dpo, which was November 21st, the cramping continued. And this was where I was really extra heavily looking up videos like this to see if cramping was normal, because I'm just a very anxious person all around, okay? So I remember when I found out I was pregnant with my daughter, I was like worried about, Lord, God forbid, miscarriage, because I know it's a thing. When you know something is a possibility, it's like you just want to pray that energy away. But yeah, cramping again, and once again, these are not like unbearable cramps. These are all mild cramps, very manageable, but I was getting worried. So I just wanted to know if anybody else was cramping this early on. And I did find a couple videos when people were like, that's literally their only symptom at this point, is cramping. And it made me feel better. Okay, we're almost done, y'all. 6dpo, November 22nd. Woke up at 12 a.m. to eat. Once again, I'm just waking up at all hours in the morning. I bought myself prenatal gummies because I can't do them big horse prenatal pills. And the smell of the gummies makes me want to throw up. So now I gotta take it like a child and hold my nose and chew it until I find an alternative. This is where I've been bloated, but 6dpo, the 22nd of November, that is when my bloating became uncomfortable. Like, I'm wearing granny panties right now. I had to go get a large size pair of granny panties because my regular panties, typically I buy them from like Victoria's Secret or whatever, the band was killing me. Like, it was so uncomfortable because I'm so bloated. And then the last symptom that I have documented is 14dpo, just still cramping. And then this only happened at like one point of the night. I had like a shooting pain in my uterus, and it only happened like 4 times, and then it completely stopped. Haven't had it again, so it scared me, but the fact that it stopped made me feel a little better, and I'm sure my uterus is just stretching. And then once again, still the bloating was all I have documented. And that was the last day that I've been documenting. I am filming this video early on, so if anything, I'll come back and do another symptom video. Currently, I'm still bloated. The nausea has died down a little bit, and I'm praying to God that that's a great sign. And insomnia is my only symptoms right now. Mild cramping, did I say that? Mild cramping, insomnia. The frequent peeing has slowed down a little bit. I'm really excited. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.